In this video training, I'll show you how to scale your business to 20 or 30,000 a month with ads in one simple funnel. You won't have to do any cold outreach, sending cold DMs, Facebook group automations, or sending cold emails. You don't need a big audience or posting viral content. You won't have to hop on a bunch of sales calls with people that don't know you, don't trust you, or just want free information. And you also won't need a big team of appointment setters or closers because it's a pretty simple and lean business model. And I know you've probably heard it all before. A lot of people making promises online, and you might have been burnt by a coach in the past, but my goal here is just to show you what I've learned and what I do in my own business and what we help our clients with, and give you some ideas that you can use in your own business to scale. So this is for you if you're an online coach, if you have client results and you have testimonials, and you also have a budget for ads. And now you want a way to scale faster. You're tired of the boom and bust revenue months. You want something that allows you to finally hit the numbers that you want inside of your business. You want a predictable system that allows you to know exactly what to do to make more money. You want to work with dream clients because you've been forced to work with people that weren't the right fit before because you needed to make money. But instead now you want to build a community of people that you actually vibe with, that get great results and make it more fun for you. And you also want a lifestyle model, a business that gives you more time, more freedom, more money as you scale instead of less. A lot of businesses out there require you to work more or have a bigger team as you scale. But with this, you want something instead that allows you to have more time, more fun, and more flexibility. So how does it all work? I call this system the inbox income funnel, and it breaks down into three main parts. We have attraction, authority, and conversion. So how do we attract the right people into your pipeline? How do we build authority and trust? And how do we convert them into high-ticket clients? So we're going to break all this down. The first part here, and the first thing to know is that we need to have a flow inside of our funnel. So a lot of people have leaky buckets, which means that they may attract people in, but they funnel out and they lose them because they don't have a clear process of getting people from cold to sold. And they may also be asking for the big ask of joining their program either too soon or at the wrong time. So the first thing to know here is that we do need to have a simple prospecting journey of stacking small yeses all along the way, which will also build trust and authority. So to attract the right people in, I like to use follower ads. So you can obviously do cold outbound, you can post organic content, and that all works, but it forces you to stay stuck to your computer all day, every day, and it's also unpredictable. Because with content, for example, if you post a piece of content, it's only visible for so long, it's only viral for so long, and the algorithm is gonna like it or not. Whereas with ads, my entire process is basically posting organic content first. Whenever something works, then we boost it. And whenever we spend money, and we continue to spend money, that content keeps getting shown to the right people, and that's what allows us to basically attract and stack a lot of leads every single day. This is my own lead notifications or follower notifications within one day, right? We can see how Andrew here pops at the top, Melfi right here. So we got, maybe 20 leads in this one day right here. And every single day, myself and my clients, we're stacking a lot of the right fit people that we can sell to. And this is all automated thanks to ads. So once we have people into our pipeline, what do, right? Now we're just getting started because they just met us. So now that we have prospects that we can now contact, we need to build trust and authority. So with this, I like to have this content triage. So it makes it very, very simple to build trust and navigate them all the way to the sale because we use Instagram, YouTube, and email. They all have a purpose and a goal, and we'll break it down as well. So for email or for Instagram, my goal here is to build trust on you, your way, relating it to them in your program. So this is based on Jordan Belfort's 3 factors of trust or Aristotle's 3 factors of persuasion, which he calls ethos, pathos, and logos. But basically it all means the same. You need to build trust on you, the messenger. So do they actually like you? Do they vibe with you? Do they have the same beliefs and the same viewpoints of the world? And then building trust on your method or how you do things. So basically, is what you do what they're looking for? Does it overcome their challenges and their struggles? Do you have the same dream outcome that they're looking for as well? And then your program. So this is like the logos or the logical side of the brain. So what does your program cost? How do you deliver? What's the support look like? And so all those details. But with Instagram, we can build all this trust by having 4 different types of content. So I call this value, share, show, and action. So value content is just providing value, right? So helping people with different problems they have, or breaking down limiting beliefs, or really just helping them get some wins. So this allows you to build massive trust. But you also need share content as well. So a lot of coaches, they really miss with their content because they either have too much value or too much show. So value content, if you have too much value content, you're that authority, but they don't know anything about you. They don't trust you, so they don't buy. If you have too much share content, they don't really take you seriously. You're just that friend online, so they don't buy either. We need a mix of both. So value content to help them. Share content is just to share more about your life, your hobbies, what are you into, what are your beliefs, and just showing up authentically. Show content is showing that you actually know what you're talking about, you actually can get results, and so now you're going to show your own wins, your client wins, behind the scenes of your program and how everything works. Then you also have action content. So action content, the goal here is to basically provide them with the next step to move along your funnel or an opportunity to join your program. So by having this content mix, now we can really accomplish our goals here of building trust and authority and moving them along our pipeline. Next, we have YouTube. So YouTube's really important. I wish I started my YouTube channel sooner, which is what everyone says, right? But YouTube allows us to build massive value because now instead of just having like 30 or 1 minute clips, 30-second or 1 minute clips on Instagram, now we can spend more time together, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So they really spend more time with us. They get to know us better, right? Because we're maybe talking a little bit more, small little rants. And with YouTube, what I love to also accomplish is to overcome obstacles and limiting beliefs. So there's going to be main obstacles about joining your program or limiting beliefs that are holding them back from actually accomplishing their goals. And so on YouTube, we can basically break all that down before having the sales conversation. So now we're able to really get people a lot hotter into our program, but also get them a lot more likely to buy because we're front loading all those obstacles. So if you have the same obstacles over and over again in the DMs or on sales calls, just make a YouTube video about it so that next time whenever you talk to someone, you can just send them that resource and it makes it a lot easier for you. And again, people can spend a lot more time with you on YouTube versus IG. So they both work, but for different things. And then we have email. A lot of people sleep on email, but email is very powerful because with email, most people check it at least once a day. But with Instagram, there's so many people competing for the attention, so they might not see your content, they might miss it. And for YouTube, it's the same thing. There's a lot of people that might miss your content, they might not see it pop up. And so with email, once we get them to basically join our list, now we can use that for them to see us over and over and over again. So I like to use email, not for an entire new platform. I don't create organic or original content on email. My sole purpose really is just to send them back towards my socials so they see it and they don't miss it. So if I post a really great YouTube that gets a lot of engagement and I see it working, I'm going to send that link to my email list, for example. But with email, it allows us to stay top of mind so that they don't miss our content. They're constantly seeing it. They see our name pop up over and over and over again, and they start to associate us with the solution to their problem. And of course, within email, you can also provide a lot of different CTAs, like opting in or watching your VSL or even direct asking them to join your program or do what we'll talk about in a second here. So that's how we build authority here. But overall, our goal is to create a simple prospecting journey. If your leads are confused on what to do next, well, they're not going to buy. A confused buyer does not buy. So with our entire pipeline here, we just navigate people from A to B, and it makes it very simple, very smooth, and it also allows us to know where might we be missing at this entire stage of our pipeline. So one example of what your flow might look like would be getting people onto IG by using ads. Next, we might invite them to download our free ebook, free training, free resource, free cheat sheet, SOP, whatever. In exchange for this, we need to get their email. So it's a value exchange. And so now we have access to their email, which we can then use for what I was talking about. And then inside of here, we might push them towards our YouTube so they can watch our YouTube videos and go deeper. And of course, with email, once we have the email, now we can continue to send them back towards IG, continue to send them back towards new free resources, send them back towards YouTube. And once they're seeing this over and over and over again, they're building massive trust. Now we need to get them off the fence into our program with these conversion events. But overall, if you're really dialed in, if you're creating the right type of content that's really core identity marketing with this entire process, now you don't have to chase leads anymore. You're going to get inbound leads over and over again every single day. So now that we have inbound leads, now that we have people asking about your program and what that looks like, we need to have a reason for them to join. So I call these profit promos. So profit promotions. So this is basically when we publicly or privately invite your audience to work with you. So we can do this every 6 to 8 weeks or so. But the goal is to give people a reason or a why to join now. So there's a couple of different ways we can do this. We can do this with either a program upgrade. So for example, having new features or some done for you elements, or having a new client success manager. You might have a scheduled price increase. So right now is the cheapest it'll ever be to work together. You might add a bonus as well. So more support, extending your program. You can have a free ticket to a virtual and in-person events, adding some done for you aspects, new payment plan options. So if you pay or if you charge every single month, maybe you break it down to every single week, so it's a lower barrier of entry. You can also cycle enrollment as well. So sometimes it's only available to join your program based on limited slots or based on a couple of different days. So if they want to join, they can only do it now. And you can also do low ticket workshops. So this works really well because we can basically offer something that's very cheap for people, maybe $10, $30, $50, $100. And what this does is that it takes people that are just in our free audience, freebies, and now they're actually paying us and becoming paying customers. And whenever someone pays us, it's a lot more likely for someone to pay again and pay more. So by doing all these, now we're giving people ways to basically ask us more about our program and start these sales conversations. And when we have those, now we can move them along and actually give them the information. So once we have our different CTAs, right, we have these different promos for the profit promos, now we can send them the information. So you can, at this point, once you have the keywords being sent in, you can invite them to book a call, or you can simply send them a one-pager. So a one-pager is basically providing them all the information that you would be talking about on the sales call, most notably like the details of your program. So what's the support look like? Is it one-on-one, group coaching? What kind of done for you aspects do you have? The pricing itself, and just breaking everything down. And at the very bottom, now you can invite them to actually join your program. So I like to have two different tiers. A lot of my clients do this, and basically having a generic community offer. So having the group coaching, having the community tab where you can communicate with all the other members, and having all the different trainings. But then one-on-one mentorship could be basically all that plus one-on-one support in the form of direct messaging or one-on-one calls. But you can do one, both, and they all work. But basically by doing this, now what happens by plugging this all together, you've been using this simple funnel to get these small yeses, which makes it easier to get the big yes at the very end. You're nurturing them over and over again and building massive trust and value. And now at the very end, you're getting these DM closes and you're seeing consistent growth. So if this is clicking for you and you see the value, you can see how this could help your business grow and scale a lot faster and a lot easier. Then you have two different paths from here. So the first path is basically using the information in this video and trying to implement it on your own. So short term, you're happy because you're not making any sacrifices. You don't have to spend any money. But long term, you might be disappointed because you might be stuck in the same spot that you're at right now. The second path here might require you to make a financial commitment and sacrifice some money here in the short term, but long term, you'll have the opportunity to get some support, some accountability, work within a community, and get to your results a lot faster and a lot more predictably. So if you're leaning towards path B here and you want to join my community, you want to work together, you want to get some help, I've worked with a lot of different coaches in a lot of different spaces, and we've all helped them scale their business into a way that's a lot more fun, a lot more scalable, and they make a lot more money. So to make this happen, what we'll do is our overall goal here is to help you get more clients way more consistently. So we need to start by building out your flow funnel. So this prospecting journey of taking someone from cold to sold and getting those small yeses all along the way that build up your authority and your trust. Once we have that nailed down, then we're going to start to feed your pipeline with ads. So creating the ads that attract the right people that need your help and have the money to buy. And once we have a lot of people messaging you about your offer and asking a lot of questions, Then we're going to nail down your conversion strategy. So basically these profit promos that get people off the fence and into your program. So if you want help, if you want to work together and you want to grow your business to $30,000 a month and profit in the next 4 months, then reach out to me on IG and send me the message community. And once we have that, then I'll send you my one pager that breaks down the entire program with all the support, the breakdown, the pricing, and all that. We don't have to hop on a sales call. There's no pushy here. If you have any questions, I'll respond to them, and basically we can break everything down and create this journey of what that would look like together. But if you don't, no worries at all. Hopefully this video is very helpful for you. But thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you very soon.